Hello to the wonderful Deep Dive family. I'm so happy we're here together again. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered where our next home as humans might be? The first image that probably comes to mind is glass domes on the red soil of Mars. But what if I told you our greatest chance for survival isn't on Mars, but perhaps floating in hell? What if I told you the safest shelters have already been built for us and we just need to find them? By the end of this video, the way you see the solar system will change forever. But to get to the answer, we first have to start with a very dangerous journey. A journey to places where the laws of physics are our number one enemy. You see, our biggest mistake is thinking the main challenge is building a shelter. We're masters at that. But the truth is, the real enemy is an invisible, silent killer that lies in wait everywhere outside of Earth's protective shield. An absolute vacuum that would boil the blood in your veins and cosmic radiation that passes through your cells like millions of hot needles. This enemy is space itself. Most of our solar system is not just uninhabitable, it's an instant death zone. A place where your survival is measured not in days or hours, but in fractions of a second. So first, let's get a one-way ticket for a tour of hell in our solar system to understand what we're up against. First stop, the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn. There is no surface to land on here, just endless oceans of gas that get denser and hotter the deeper you go. We know exactly what happens because we've tried this once. In 1995, the Galileo probe slammed into Jupiter's atmosphere at a staggering speed of 170,000 kilometers per hour. In less than 2 minutes, it experienced a deceleration 228 times stronger than Earth's gravity. Any human in this situation would be instantly liquefied. The probe itself, after a heroic 1-hour resistance, was crushed, melted, and disappeared forever under the immense pressure and hellish heat of Jupiter's atmosphere. Here, even with the most advanced technology, you are just a victim, quickly swallowed by the planet. So let's return to the rocky planets. Maybe we'll have better luck there. Second stop, Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. There's no real atmosphere here to offer protection. The result? A day on Mercury, which lasts 170 to 6 Earth days, has a temperature of 430 degrees Celsius, hotter than a metal forge. And during its long night, the temperature plummets to minus 180 degrees. You would either burn to ash in an instant, or freeze and shatter like glass. And that's without even considering the solar radiation, which is 7 times stronger than on Earth. Survival here, even in a spacesuit, wouldn't last more than 2 minutes. But wait, the real hell is yet to come. Third stop, Venus, Earth's twin sister. But this twin has gone down a very different path. Its atmosphere is 90 times heavier than Earth's. It's like being 1 kilometer underwater. This pressure would instantly pulverize your bones. The surface temperature is a constant 460 degrees, day or night. It's hot enough to melt lead. And as if that's not enough, its sky is covered with thick clouds of sulfuric acid. Here, even the most durable Soviet probes didn't last more than 2 hours. Human survival? Less than 1 second. You would be simultaneously crushed, melted, and vaporized. Well, this short tour shows that we live in a very violent neighborhood. It seems any attempt to live in these worlds is like fighting an ocean with your bare hands. Foolish and futile. But what if we've been asking the wrong question all along? What if the key to success isn't in fighting these worlds, but in dancing with their strange and bizarre laws of physics? This is where our story takes an unexpected turn. Because some of these very hells are hiding a wonderful secret. Let's go back to Venus, the same planet whose surface was the absolute symbol of hell. Let's leave the surface and go up 50 kilometers into its atmosphere. Here, suddenly, everything changes. The air pressure becomes almost like Earth's surface, 1 atmosphere. The temperature ranges from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius, quite tolerable. And the gravity is 90% of Earth's, perfect for our health. But the magic trick is yet to come. Venus's atmosphere is almost entirely made of carbon dioxide, a very heavy gas. Now, imagine we fill a large bag with our normal air, that is, oxygen and nitrogen. What happens? Our air is lighter than Venus's carbon dioxide, so it floats like a balloon. This means we can build enormous floating cities, where the entire interior volume is filled with the air we need to breathe. These cities would float forever in the skies of Venus without needing any external power. This is a complete game changer. The same thick atmosphere that turned the planet's surface into a hell becomes our protective shield against cosmic radiation at this altitude. The planet that was a symbol of death suddenly becomes one of the best options for a large-scale human settlement. That was the first key. Instead of fighting the surface, we befriend its sky. Now, let's try this new way of thinking on other worlds. The Moon and Mars. The surfaces of both are bombarded with deadly radiation. Building heavy shields on the surface is incredibly expensive and difficult. But what if nature has already done this work for us? Billions of years ago, when the Moon and Mars were volcanically active, massive rivers of molten lava flowed beneath their surfaces. When these flows stopped and cooled, they left behind enormous natural tunnels that we call lava tubes. These are giant natural caves, sometimes as wide as a city. The rocky ceiling of these caves provides a perfect free shield against cosmic radiation, solar flares, and meteorite impacts. The temperature inside is also always stable, with none of the extreme temperature swings of the surface. Instead of us struggling to build shelters, we can use these ready-made, ultra-safe apartments that the planet itself has built for us. This was the second key. Instead of building on the surface, we live inside the heart of the planet itself. These clever solutions remind us of a profound truth. Sometimes the biggest obstacles become the biggest opportunities with just a change in perspective. But wait, there's still one stranger world left. Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Here, everything is reversed. Titan is the only place in the solar system besides Earth with liquid on its surface. But this liquid isn't water. It's lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane. The air temperature is minus 180 degrees. Very cold, but it has a huge advantage. Titan has a thick, nitrogen-rich atmosphere that's 150% thicker than Earth's. This atmosphere, like a cosmic blanket, protects you from all harmful radiation. The air pressure is also high enough that you wouldn't need a fully pressurized spacesuit to walk on its surface. Just a warm suit and an oxygen mask would be enough. Because of the low gravity and thick air, you could fly just by strapping simple wings to your arms. This is a completely new world with its own unique set of rules. So now that we've found these new keys, let's look at Mars again. The same old dream. We no longer see it as a red, empty desert. We know that beneath our feet, there's a network of safe caves. We know its atmosphere, though thin, is a source of carbon dioxide that can be turned into oxygen and rocket fuel. Its polar ice caps are a source of water. Its soil is our building material. Our strategy for Mars is no longer just building a few simple domes. It's a smart approach that uses all these lessons. We will settle in lava tubes to be safe from radiation. We will use the planet's own resources for construction, producing air, water, energy. We've learned that we shouldn't fight Mars, but cooperate with it. This entire journey, from the burning hell of Venus to the safe caves of the Moon and the methane lakes of Titan, tells us one story. The story of our species' survival. This is not just a scientific adventure. It's deeply tied to the question of who we are as humans. We are beings who face the impossible, and instead of giving up, we look for a clever solution, a new perspective, a hidden key. This search for a new home among the stars is in fact a reflection of our greatest strength, endless curiosity and a creativity that challenges even the toughest laws of physics. We are learning that the universe is full of complex locks, but for every lock, there is a key. As the great astronomer Carl Sagan said, "Somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known." Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey. Your presence gives us energy. We love you all very much. Now I ask you, if you had the choice right now and technology was no limit, where would you build the first permanent human base? In the beautiful floating cities of Venus, the safe and quiet caves of the Moon, or alongside the shores of the strange methane lakes of Titan? Be sure to write your answer for us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please help us make more by liking and subscribing to the channel. Maybe the next time you look at the night sky, you won't just see points of light, you'll see a collection of amazing puzzles waiting for us to find the right key for them. Until the next video, keep your minds curious.